Right, I thought I would do a video on the usefulness of one of those little paraffin heaters. I've got all my seeds. Well, we're inside the polytunnel, first of all. It's March and it's pretty cold outside. It's been snowing. We didn't get it so bad here, just outside Glasgow. Temperatures hovering about 0, maybe about 2 actually today. It's a wee bit warmer. But inside the tunnel, the temperature probably in here is about, I reckon, about 4 or 5. And as you can see, I'll stand back a bit, I've got one of those sort of tiered plastic cold frame type things inside the tunnel as well. You see with the condensation there's some heat in it, so I'll explain to you what I've done. I wasn't too sure about these paraffin heaters. I couldn't find all that much on the web with regards to people that do this kind of thing and are actually using them. So anyway, so the story is I've got all my seeds in here. I'm not going to get into detail about what's in there, but it's a mixture of flowers and vegetables. And down the bottom you can see the paraffin heater. I'll just unzip it a little bit so you get a better view of it. There you go. So there it's got. Flame's not massive. It's probably a wee bit actually higher than it should be. I'll close that over again. And that's I think that's a 2 litre tank that's in it. Now, according to the instructions, I'll get about 14 days with that being on continuously. Well, we'll wait and see. You know what it's like to say these things. It's one of the Paraffin ones. You can buy it in. I got it in Homebase. You can get it online. I actually found that at Homebase were doing it for 19 quid, and online the best I could see was 15, and obviously you still get post and packing, so that's not bad. So I would go for it anyway. So how useful is it? Well, this is the question, because I've only had it here for 3 days now. So obviously the first obvious thing is that it's going to be useful to combat frost, but these things in here need to germinate first, or it doesn't matter if it's frosty or not. So during the day today we had a wee bit of sunshine, and the sun's not been out for a while now, so it's a pretty gloomy day. And I was pretty impressed with this. Got a thermometer here, and if you can just make that out, 20 degrees. That's not bad. Now, most of the seeds in there will need anywhere between 15 and 18 degrees centigrade to germinate. So I reckon, with the addition of that heater and keeping it warm at night, we can have as many of these days as we want, where it's not particularly sunny, and with a bit of luck I'll still get germination. So that's what we're going to wait and see. So although this isn't day one, it's the start of the kind of experiment, if you like. All the other stuff in the polytunnel, I've not got an awful lot in just now. It's like potatoes and stuff like that, and some bulbs and strawberries and things like that lying about. But this is the nursery. So this is where my future hopes are resting. There's a fair amount of seeds in here, all within their own little propagator boxes. So what I'll do is, I'll make another video as we go along, and as I say, I quite like these videos on YouTube. They're quite informative. If it's somebody trying something out as a test, I love them. So I just thought I would do this, for regards to having a heater in it, because I hadn't seen one of these videos when I was searching about YouTube. I don't know if I've looked far enough, but certainly all I could see was the big general greenhouse heaters, and I don't want to heat this whole thing because it's a wee bit drafty in here, because you can see it's actually, this is built on a deck, so there's a draft coming through each of these gaps here, so it's nice to walk on actually, and I've not got soil all over the place. But the only problem is it's built on a slope, by the way, and I've got to bring my own soil in. So it's a bit, one of the kids was out here digging up there, so that's why it's a bit of a mess. So stand by, we'll see how we go on with this, if I can put up with the fumes. Well, actually I should say that because you can't see it. You can smell that there's a heater on in here, but it's not too bad. It's not a severe smell. It's not something that's disgusting. I don't really like the smell of paraffin myself, but reminds me when I was a boy when we used to have paraffin heaters in the house. I don't have that anymore. It's all central heating. So, but you know, it's not a bad smell. But there's some vent holes in this. I had to put them in myself. You can see them there. They're pretty small. I just heated up a nail and sort of pushed it into it. And there's some in the top as well. I don't know why there's no vents in that particular one. The big one that I've got here has got vents in the top. You can see the holes there. There. This one doesn't have it, but can't complain. Wasn't that expensive. So anyway, I'll leave it at that, and speak to you soon. Bye.